I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Aaron Rosa.
Unfortunately.
I'm sure we're all sad we're here because we today are reviewing Venom, the last piece of shit movie in this fucking dog shit trilogy. Maybe the worst trilogy of all time.
It might be.
It's up there.
I never thought about that. As a
Like-
3-movie trilogy, is it the worst?
The Star Wars prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy, I don't know. What's worse?
Attack of the Clones is in there, so you can't even say that one. It's not a bad movie.
I could definitely say that one, yeah.
right,
we
well,
can get into that.
We can get into that.
Maybe Star Wars has it.
I mean, sure, I would say Attack of the Clones is better than this.
Yes.
Sure. But I don't think any of those are good movies, in my opinion. Some fun lightsaber fights, but we're not here to talk about that. The podcast began with Venom, Let There Be Carnage.
Wow.
And now it ends with Venom 3.
That's it.
I think we should just stop right here.
You know, I was under the impression that we were friends. This weekend, I had to not only watch Let There Be Carnage to get caught up, but
God.
this piece of shit. This was my
You watched
weekend.
both?
Both.
Oh, no.
That was my weekend, was these two
No,
movies.
Aaron, no.
You didn't have to watch the last one.
Explain yourself, Andrew.
I
Explain
didn't tell you to
yourself.
watch the second one. I told you, in fact, to never watch Let There
You
Be
didn't-
Carnage.
I
You didn't
can't
have
watch
to.
this without having seen the second one.
What have you learned?
Aaron,
What did you learn
there was
that
a
you needed
callback?
from the second one?
Well,
There
if
was
you
a
would have
callback?
told me, I didn't need to.
In fact, all you needed to see was Spider-Man No Way Home to be caught up with this movie.
That's correct.
Maybe.
That's correct.
Because this movie doesn't even reference the second film.
No, just the chief of police guy.
Yeah, who is irrelevant in this
I
movie.
look at my son and I'm like,
Right.
he goes, I don't remember what he did in this movie. In that movie, I was like, oh.
He barely did anything in this movie.
I think my son said it best. He said, you know what? In order to determine which movie is worse out of this one or Venom 2, I'd have to watch Venom 2 again, which is never going to happen. That's what
I
he
can tell you this
fair.
one's worse.
That's
I
fair.
can tell you
Worse.
this one's worse. Yeah. And
but
Venom
Carnage.
2 Venom 2 ruins Carnage for me, and this is worse because this is I don't even know if this is really a movie. I don't
Is
think
it
you
a
could
movie?
even call it a movie.
I don't know.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
We're going to get into like the full review later, but I feel like I don't have that much to say about it because nothing happens in the movie.
I would say this one is worse. Let There Be Carnage is more offensive because they had Carnage
Yes.
and they fucked it up.
Well,
Yes.
Carnage, Venom 2 was a bigger letdown because
Yes.
Venom 1 was like, okay. And then you're like, maybe they're going to do this right and include Carnage and it's going to be amazing. Huge letdown. We had no hopes coming into this one and it was as bad as advertised or we
Yes.
thought, maybe a little worse.
Yes.
So I think it was a bigger letdown. This was a worse movie. Yes.
I knew that this was going to be bad because it was funny. I forget which podcast it was, but no, yeah, because we did a bonus podcast for What's Wrong with Wrestling a couple days ago. And Joe walked in, he already saw Venom, and he was like, you said, it was horrible. Like, what happened? And I was like, you thought they were going to nail it with the third one? You thought, like, you know what? The first two are terrible. The third one, though, that's where they're going to figure it all out.
Yep.
So, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to like it. I was actually surprised with how bad it was. I thought it would have been, like, as bad as the first two films. And somehow it's worse. It might be. It just might be.
Oh, it's definitely
The worst movie of all time. Like,
Yeah.
it's up there, for me, it's up there with Batman v Superman. I don't know what's worse right now. Because I feel like Batman v Superman at least had a couple of good action scenes. This had nothing. There was nothing I enjoyed from this
you
movie.
guys saw the vampire Jared Leto one?
Yeah, Morbius.
And which one was worse?
I would rather... No, Venom 3. I'd rather watch Morbius. Because Morbius is, like, so bad that you could laugh at it a few times.
right.
This is just miserable.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not one enjoyment of this movie.
When your expectation is the floor,
Yeah.
and it's worse than that,
Yeah.
ay. No, I thought we'd at the very least, get some kind of Spider-Man post-credit scene of some kind.
Oh my God.
Just relating the
Are
movies.
you kidding
No.
me?
This is in the MCU. Aaron. How do
They
they
begged
not?
Andrew Garfield. He said, "Go fuck yourself."
No, but you don't have
they
to
asked
have
Tobey
an actor.
Maguire. No, thanks.
You can just have a Spider-Man web fucking flap.
please.
or
And that's
something.
gonna do it for you.
No, but I'm saying at least it's something.
Well, we'll get
we
to
got
that.
none of that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, anyways, we're gonna cover Venom shit dance later. First, we have to thank some new patrons. So thank you to, and we've got a lot because it's been a few weeks.
Nice.
But thank you to Miles. Thank you to DX Striker, Jacob Ayertz, Ian McMillan, Tyler Summers, Token Bong Rips.
Yes.
The From Undertaker.
Nice.
That's
Love
awesome.
that one.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Andrew's Slightly Enlarged Scrotum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Amraj Mali, he did a year sub. As well as Better Call Paul E. also did a year sub.
Wow.
So thank you so much.
Great names.
Love that.
Especially to them. Go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We're currently going through Mr. McMahon, the docu-series on Netflix. We've got one more to go, but all the reviews are up there.
Yep.
Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Wrestling. Patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Sorry.
Boom. And I want to thank Aaron Garcia for sending me this shirt. He did like some kind of contest for like a Godzilla shirt,
Oh, nice.
Oh, Gojira.
and he invented the Monster Island Brewing Company,
Nice.
and he printed it and sent me one. So
That-
it's
I love that
Very
shirt.
comfortable shirt too.
That's awesome.
I like the gray. You can almost wear it anywhere because it looks like a regular shirt.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm wearing it for you. Boom.
See, Joe needs to realize, like, you and I, we just wear those shirts anywhere.
Right.
We'll wear them to, like, weddings, funerals, anywhere.
But
Go
not
to
like
nice
wrestling
dinners with
shirts.
that.
But yeah, like I
Good
wear like my Captain America shirt places or the Superman shirt.
I once wore a Gojira shirt to a first date, and I got laid
I've heard this story
in that first date.
many
So
times. He's
as long as you're confident, that's all
one of
it
his
takes.
high moments of his life.
She didn't care. She didn't give a fuck about Gojira, let me tell you.
I've heard this like 15 times. In a Godzilla shirt, I got laid. A Godzilla shirt, I got laid.
Yeah.
We get it. You're good looking. God, right, Aaron? Jeez.
Hey,
Save some for the rest of us. Damn.
yeah. You just got to have a huge cock. That's all you need, really.
Huge cock and huge ego.
That's
Because
it.
then they're not looking at the t-shirt.
These are
That's
the,
it.
Yeah.
I need help in those areas.
So again, patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We've got a bunch of other stuff on there. We've got some brackets, maybe some brackets to come. Our fans are also trying to get us to watch The Penguin. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but we'll see.
yeah.
But yeah,
Are they hour or half hour?
I think they're like an hour
Hour?
around then. You know, when you rip off The Sopranos, you got to go full it. You know, you got to go
Full
all in.
Sopranos.
Is an hour. You know, make him look like Tony Soprano and all that. Yeah, of course. Look, it still might be good. But they're just ripping off Sopranos. I mean, that's fine. I mean, a lot of everyone rips off the best media, so that's just how that goes. All right, let's get to the news and rumors. So Tom Holland and Matt Dillon will both star in Christopher Nolan's next film.
Holy shit. You say Matt Dillon.
Matt Damon.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Did I say Matt Dillon?
You did.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, Matt Dillon.
Matt
Okay.
Damon.
No, Matt
hold
Damon's
on.
great.
Wait, hold on. Andrew, get it right this time. Take two. All right, guys.
Nice.
You ready for this? You ready for this breaking news?
Oh, yes.
All right. Tim Holland and Mark Stroman. No.
There.
Tom Holland and Matt Damon
Wow.
are both starring in Christopher Nolan's next film.
Great.
There have been rumors on what it will be about, but no one knows yet for sure. Some are saying it takes place in the future. Some people are saying they're father and son.
Oh.
But no one really knows for sure yet.
The rumor,
I guess they could be.
the rumor I heard is that it's going to be a period horror piece about vampires.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was another one.
1920s.
That was another one.
That's super weird.
Nolan doing
Like-
a vampire
A
film?
1920s period
Any of them.
vampire movie.
Busted.
I don't know. Again, these are all just rumors
Yeah.
right now. No one knows for sure.
Right.
I did see that one as well, so we'll see.
Wow.
The film has a release date of July 17th, 2026. So we got a couple years, a year and a half. That's fine.
Apparently, this is going to be like back-to-back weeks with Spider-Man 4.
Yes,
So
that
like,
is
It
the,
is?
Holland.
That's the-
Holland.
that is my next piece of news.
Oh, sorry.
Tom Holland. That's fine. Spider-Man 4, starring Tom Holland, has an official release date of July 24th, 2026. But knowing Marvel, this date will change a few times.
Sure.
I mean, I don't think they've ever announced a movie and that it actually came out on that date.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
knowing with how scarce movie releases are now, like big blockbuster films, they're not going to do it back-to-back weeks. Neither are gonna want that. You know what I mean? Like it needs like a special situation now where like, oh, Barbie and Oppenheimer, Barbenheimer, go see both the same day or same weekend.
Such
You know what I mean?
opposite movies, though. That's
Of
why
course.
you could
Is
do
there
it.
going to be a ton of overlap there, though, with Spider-Man 4 fans and like Nolan vampire movie fans?
Well, first of all, we don't know if it's a vampire movie.
It's
but
gonna be a vampire movie.
No, it's not. You just want it to be.
Well,
But no, Christopher Nolan does big blockbuster films. So, and Spider-Man 4 is a big blockbuster film.
Yeah,
I
that's
really doubt they're gonna go neck and neck with each other.
that's true.
You know, especially since like big movies just don't come out as often anymore, unless they catch up by 2026. They might, but also I think less big movies are being made now because so many films are bombing in the box office, like Joker 2.
Yep.
And a bunch of other ones. But yeah, filming begins next summer. Holland said the script lit a fire in me.
Oh.
But let's hope they finally do the symbiote story right this time. For the love of God.
Please, God.
Are they for sure doing that?
No. Oh, no, not for sure. But I mean,
That's a
the
rumor.
end of No Way Home certainly teases the fuck out of it. You know?
Yeah.
There's still a little piece of Venom symbiote left in the the MCU's timeline, what
Yeah.
have you.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's either do that or just do Deadpool and Spider-Man, for the love of God. Just do that. That would be amazing.
Jesus, yes.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
We'll see, though. Also, speaking of Spider-Man, we got our first look at Nicolas Cage
Oh, God.
as Spider-Man Noir for my Prime Video TV show.
Give it to me now.
They're saying that that's Nicolas Cage in there. I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, that's at least what Spider-Man Noir is
So
going to
they're
look
filming
like.
this already?
Yeah,
And it's live action.
live action.
This is insane.
This
Will
is
he have
great.
webs?
I don't think Spider-Man Noir has webs.
But he
No.
got bit by a spider.
I don't know that either.
He just has a black mask.
I don't
on.
really. Yeah, that's it. I don't really know the story of Spider-Man Noir. I think I played a video game where you play as him for a little bit and you learn stuff about him. That was so long ago. I don't think he has webs. I think he has like something that like a grapple hook or something, a grapple gun maybe. I could be completely wrong about this. It's been a long time, but yeah. But I'm Spider-Man Noir. I mean, I'm definitely interested. It's either going to be great or going to be terrible. Knowing Nicolas Cage's,
Yep.
his track
How
record.
can it not be great, though?
Well,
How can it not?
but how could it though? I mean,
Well,
no, it might be good. Look, I hope it's fucking good because obviously we're gonna
Yeah,
watch
but,
it.
But what has Nick Cage done lately where you've been like, oh, you know what I mean? He's Nick Cage, though.
look, guys, stop making sense. Let me have hope for this.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
The only times where recently anything Nick Cage has been good is when he's like a side character,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Kick-Ass. But that was like 2010. That was so long ago.
God, that was.
And like even the movie where he plays himself, like that was all right. It wasn't anything great. Like we
Yeah.
thought it was going to be way better than it was.
Right.
It was fun, but it wasn't like amazing or anything like that. But yeah, that's another one to look forward to. Also, the MCU's Blade film has been delayed indefinitely.
Of course.
Marvel has removed the release date from its schedule.
This movie is cursed.
Yeah.
Snipes fucked it.
Maybe.
Man.
It's funny because there's the scene.
That was
there's
the kiss
line
of death.
in Deadpool and Wolverine. There's only one blade. There's only going to be one blade.
That's what I'm saying. That was the kiss of death.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now they're saying maybe they'll just bring back Wesley Snipes. He'll do it.
Sure, but are you rebooting Wesley Snipes? Or?
No, they're probably not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're going to go with this. Same for the Eternals because this was also the Blade tease was a mid-credit scene in the Eternals movie.
Right.
So it was like, wait, what do the Eternals have to do with Blade? I don't know. Where's the tie-in? They're certainly not making another Eternals movie. We might not even see those characters ever again.
Right.
And they're still, whatever those things are called, there's still a giant one like sticking out of the earth,
Right.
Yeah.
which they mention in the Captain America movie.
Finally, yeah.
Right.
Not that anyone was asking for it. They could always take it out. We'll see.
That's really a shame. I would have loved to see Mahershala Ali play Blade.
I know he's a great
He
actor.
would have been great.
Of course.
But he was like, he took the script and he was like, this is a piece of shit.
This is a piece of
I'm
shit."
not doing this.
There's a piece of shit.
They've had like 3 directors, I think, and a bunch of different scripts being written. And
I feel like in a couple years it's going to come out that the script was like Madam Web level bad.
probably.
And that's what just
Yeah.
killed this whole thing.
I mean, you got to be smart as an actor, you know? Like, good for him that he's not just all about the money. Yeah, I'll just do any piece of shit as long as you pay me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this garbage.
yeah, because didn't we hear some initial reports that like the first script was something, it was barely about Blade, and it was
Yeah.
about like him learning lessons from women along the way or something.
God.
I seem to remember
What?
something along those lines.
Well, because that was when the
then
movie...
why make Blade if it's not about Blade?
When the movie was announced, it was like
Right.
2019, and that was like right around the time
Yeah,
where they were
Jesus.
going full woke with everything, so it makes sense. Yeah. But like, imagine you're a big actor. You like Batman's like always been your favorite. Man, I'd love to play Batman one day, and then they cast you as Batman, and then you read the script, and you're like, oh,
Oh no.
it's Batman on ice. Fuck. Yeah, I'm out, guys. I'm not gonna do it. Nope, not gonna do it.
Fuck you. Call Clooney. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll do it.
Val, come back, Val.
He'll do
come
it.
on. You did the last one. Tommy Lee Jones was fucking horrible in it. Val! Yeah.
Man on ice.
So
Robert Pattinson. Robert, please. Look, we'll give you $5 million more. Will you stick around, please? Okay, great.
yeah, Jesus.
Only if I can do this.
cross your fingers that
Only if I can go.
yeah.
Okay, fine.
only if like Catwoman can like try to fuck me and then I go no, no, I don't wanna. No.
My Bruce Wayne goes.
You know what Christian Bale does? He fucks. You know what Michael Keaton does?
He fucks.
You know what Michael Keaton does? He fucks.
fucks.
Even Val Kilmer fucks.
Even George Clooney. I don't
George
McPherson.
Clooney.
Yeah.
They all fuck. Robert Pattinson? No, I don't wanna. I love the new Batman because he's a loser like me. He's a loser virgin. I love it. That's my Batman. My Batman cries all the time.
We were all fooled by him in Tenet. We're like, Rob
I know.
Batman's pretty good.
That's
good
where
actor.
he is Bruce Wayne in Tenet.
He is.
He
Yeah,
acts
you've
like
said that
Bruce
before,
Wayne
yeah.
in Tenet.
Yeah, he sure does.
Jesus. All right, let's not go through there. Let's stop. So, anyways, this is some good news.
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio announced at Marvel's New York City Comic Con panel that Daredevil Born Again will premiere on Disney Plus on March 4th. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We got to
Right.
sleep a few times before then and suffer through some other stuff. But yeah, we're coming up.
Yes, absolutely. Also, season 3 of Invincible
Yes.
premieres on Prime Video on February 6th. And this time there will be no mid-season break. So,
A lot of crowd reaction.
yeah,
A lot of
people
positive
are
crowd reaction.
happy about that. So that's going to be interesting because Invincible in February, there's going to be some overlap with our Patreon then because we got to finish Invincible before we get to Daredevil.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently we're going to see the season 3 trailer next month.
Oh right. Yeah, it's funny. The trailer they've shown like the first trailer came out a couple months ago, but it only was shown at like Comic-Con and stuff.
Right.
So I have actually seen it because it has leaked. Like there's a low quality version, and yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'll just say
seen
that.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Nice.
Also, Alien Romulus. That was a movie that came out in theaters back in August. Didn't you saw it, right?
Haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No.
But that got
I'd like
like
to.
rave reviews. A lot of people liked it.
Yes.
So on December 3rd, you can own it on Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS.
Correct. I heard this.
What's that?
It's going to be out on VHS.
Just for nerds that collect it.
Well,
Got it.
the whole marketing campaign, they were trying to go very old school, like going back to the original, like very retro. So I think that's why.
The last, do you want to, I've known this for a long time, but like the last major Hollywood film to be released on VHS.
There's a
You're not
last
going to
one.
guess the movie, but like, do you like the year? Do you want to take a guess at the year?
Wayne's World 2.
No.
Okay. I just do a stab.
I think I actually know this answer.
Go ahead.
Is it A History of Violence?
It is.
Nice.
You know what year?
History of violence?
6?
2006.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, look at
That
you.
was the last major Hollywood film
I remember hearing that
to
somewhere.
be released on VHS.
Viggo?
Now,
Viggo Mortensen?
yeah. I understand why some people collect vinyl because there's an argument to be made that it actually sounds better than digital. You know, like I've heard vinyl in person. It's like, yeah, actually, like there is an argument to be made. It just sounds more real. It sounds better.
Acoustically, yeah, like there's some reminiscing, right?
However, there is no argument that VHS looks better than digital.
Well, I mean, it's a
There's
collector
none.
thing. Why?
I know.
Why do you collect steelbooks in 2024?
Because they look cooler than regular Blu-ray covers.
and VHS boxes look cool to some people.
Well, sure. That's true. VHS
But Andrew can
boxes
actually
look
use his Blu-ray. You could pop it in something and watch it in 4K. But
cool. Yeah, if
these
you have a VHS, then you can.
you're not even gonna try. You're like, all right, let me try, and then it just ravels up all the
Like, does the
the tape is
Does the
ruined.
VHS come with a digital code so you can actually watch the film?
I sure fucking hope so.
No, I'm sure it does,
It's
right?
like, nope, just the tape.
Oh, I'm gonna buy one because I feel like in a year it'll be worth way more.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, all
as,
these
as a collector thing.
maybe.
yeah,
like a
all
limited
these
run thing,
all these
yeah.
steel books. After you buy them, if you just hold on to them for a while and don't
Yeah.
open them, you know what I mean. They all go up in price.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely interesting. Also, a new American Psycho movie is in the works from Lionsgate. They're not calling it a remake because they're intending to make it more close to the novel. The original movie apparently, deviates from the source material quite
it
a
always
bit.
does.
So now they're like, no, this one's gonna be, like just like the novel, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting because like that movie, like overall the movie's not good, but Christian Bale is just so amazing in it.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like a bad movie with an amazing performance.
Well, you don't even know what's real in the end and everything because it gets so crazy.
Yeah.
I'd say that's fair. Yeah, it's not a great movie, but he's definitely
Like
so good in
especially
it.
with
He's
him
incredible.
him and Willem Dafoe when he's talking to him and you don't know whether he thinks he's the killer or not. Like those scenes are really good.
Bateman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Joker 2 is already coming out on digital on October 29th. This always happens when films bomb in theaters. I mean, this movie came out in theaters in October, and it's already coming out on digital in October. Crazy. The film had an 81% drop its second week in theaters. Oof. Yeah.
I have to see it though, right?
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No,
No,
like
it's a
it's not
complete
so
waste.
bad. I need to see how bad it is.
No, it's really not. Because honestly, like the filmography, it's shot very well, just like the first movie. Like it's shot beautifully, it looks great.
Yeah.
But then there's, hey, you want to watch our recap of it?
Yeah,
You'll learn
I could
all
do
about
that.
it. No, I mean it was pointless. Nothing happens.
No.
Yeah.
My audience was like, I think most other audiences, people just started laughing as like a new musical number would start. It's like, again, we're still doing the songs.
People walked out. I don't remember
Yes.
the last time I saw people walking out of a movie.
You saw people walk out of
Yes.
your theater?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. I don't remember the last time I've seen that.
That's good.
That's crazy. The last thing I have is I just want to show off my Deadpool and Wolverine Steelbook. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I got the Wolverine version.
Did you watch it on from there? Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you kidding? It still holds up. It's still a very fun movie. I got the Wolverine cover because Dogpool is much smaller on this cover.
As much as you hate
on the
Dogpool.
Deadpool one, Dogpool is like, huge.
Yeah.
So
cool. And
I
what's
got the
on the other disc?
well, one
Some
is
extras?
4K and the other one is just Blu-ray.
Got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
But there's a gag reel on there that's funny and yeah, it holds up.
Oh, gag.
So-
Nice. Yeah, very cool.
So very much enjoy the film
That's beautiful.
and they
love
got to bring them back. I mean, especially at the end when What's-Her-Face was like, your work is just getting started.
Yeah, it
It's
made
like,
$1 billion. Oh my God.
yeah,
They're never going to be free of this.
exactly. Can't wait. So what do you guys have?
Do you have anything,
Go
Joe?
ahead.
No, I actually have a lot because it's been a while.
Go for it.
So
Yeah.
if you've got stuff, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. This weekend, James Gunn says he's working on the first trailer for the new Superman movie. So maybe we'll see that sometime soon.
Yeah, I
Wait,
saw
that's
that
what
they also confirmed that Superdog is in it, Crypto.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I mean, because
What?
they
It's
Yeah, but okay, hold on a second.
like a
they've never
cartoon
done it.
add-on for children.
Hold on a second.
they just made $1 billion with Dogpool.
Hold on a
That
second.
Dogpool didn't have to be in it to make $1 billion.
Hey, do you like
just-
Rocket?
I'm thinking like a producer here.
Yeah.
Do you like Rocket? Do you like Groot?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is James Gunn.
Yeah.
This is what he does.
So
How
he's
much
gonna
merch?
talk.
How much merch of that dog are they going to sell? That's what these producers are thinking.
Nah, fine.
But again, this is what James Gunn does.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You know, he'll make him cool. James Gunn is great. I trust him when he's making the film.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He's made some great
All the
stuff.
Guardians movies were good. The Suicide Squad one that he made was, you know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, what else?
For Predator fans, it looks like we're going to have 2 movies next year. One of them is going to be a live-action movie with Elle Fanning. Apparently, it's going to take place in the future, and people are saying it's going to be kind of a crazy plot. We don't know much about it yet, but there's also, this is the one I'm more interested in. Apparently, there's going to be an animated movie that's going to be like an anthology, like 3 different stories, and it's going to be like predators fighting like warriors of different times, like samurai and pirates and shit like that.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
I mean, I like the Hulu movie. That was good. Prey.
I still need to see that one.
Prey was good.
because I don't have Hulu yet.
There's just so many, like Aliens. Like there's so many of these movies.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Like, are people needing more?
Oh, of course.
Well, funny you say that, Joe, because
Oh boy.
one of the heads of 20th Century Studios, Steve Asbell, said there's probably going to be another Alien versus Predator movie. So we'll see about that. Even the interviewer was like, "Is that a good thing?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, it's gonna, it's not gonna be what you think it is." Like,
Right.
okay, all right.
I mean, look, we're about to get our 9th live-action Spider-Man movie,
yeah.
you know? But we like Spider-Man, so we
But
don't care.
Spider-Man, though, you know what I mean? Like this
Yeah, but
is
people love-
Predator.
yeah, but people love
Not
Predator.
on the Spider-Man level.
No, but just because you don't love Predator doesn't mean that a lot of people,
Hey,
you
but
know,
they're clearly
also
making
don't.
them because they make something. They make
Yeah.
money. Just like Aliens. Mike Myers keeps coming back.
As long as you keep a low budget, you can make money with those.
That's true.
With those fan bases.
Yeah.
Also, Chad Stahelski, director of the John Wick movies, he said, I've already had 3 or 4 different versions of an idea for John Wick 5, but it's not going to be part of that original 4-movie storyline. It's not going to be what you would think it is.
Yeah,
So-
it is. He's got to take down the high table. Just fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, that's what you
Just
have
come on.
to do.
That's what we need.
That's what you
like.
have to
I
do.
get that they want to that they're expanding this universe, but like you gotta make that movie. You gotta make that movie.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gotta fucking kill everyone.
That's how it's got to end.
And like this is John Wick. This is not Goodfellas. This is not some like fancy movie or anything. You got to show the grave, even though this has been done in a million movies. Show the grave. Here lies John Wick, and then his fucking hand just punches through the grave. That's what this movie is.
Yeah.
yeah,
And he's got to kill every single fuck in the high table.
he does.
And destroy it.
Yeah.
That's what it has to be.
It could
Is
be
5 enough though? Because it always makes money.
Well, that would be fine for me, but I don't care if you keep making John Wick movies. I'm going to keep going because each one has topped the previous one.
If they do this, though, if they do that, he's going to take down the high table. It's going to be like a part 1 and a part 2 kind of thing.
Fine. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Again,
True.
like I said, every movie has surpassed the previous one.
Yeah. No,
What's the best one? 4. What's the second best? 3. Third best? 2. Fourth best? 1. And even 1 is awesome.
Agree.
Sure.
Yeah.
Agree.
What else?
Fallout Season 2 is going to start filming next month.
Okay.
Very looking forward to that.
All right. Sounds good.
We have a trailer. I think I told you guys about this earlier this year. Ke Huy Quan
Yes.
has an action movie.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
The trailer just dropped. I don't know if you saw it. This is directed by the fight coordinator that worked on John Wick.
Oh,
okay.
The trailer looked awesome.
It did.
I loved it.
Yeah, I saw it too.
It's got Ke Huy
He's like a
Quan
realtor, right? And then he has a past.
And he's fighting Marshawn Lynch. Are you fucking shitting me? It's amazing.
Kind of a history of violence kind of setting, right? Like
yes. Yes,
where,
exactly.
he has a past and they find him.
Exactly. So I'm all in for that. That looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And he would have never gotten that if it weren't for Everything Everywhere All at Once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Because he was so
right.
great in that.
That was his
Absolutely.
that was his John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
Opened
definitely.
a shit ton of doors.
For sure.
Marvel has revealed some release dates for 2028.
Jesus.
3 different release dates. I thought these guys said they were going to start scaling it down, not putting out so many fucking movies, and
Right.
prioritize
Well, they have, though. I mean,
quality over quantity.
But 3 in 1 year.
3 in 1 year. And that's after the Doomsday and the Secret Wars thing.
After? This is
That's-
after?
Yeah, because Doomsday's 26, I think.
Yeah.
And Secret Wars is 27.
Yeah.
So good.
So this is 28. There's 3 different movies: a
they
February, a
haven't-
May.
Oh,
and
they
a
haven't even
November.
named him yet?
Yeah, they're unnamed movies.
Oh.
But they just have 3
Yeah,
spots.
but that's, like Andrew said earlier, everything can change, and they're just
But
trying
they've
to, get
also
you
like
excited.
shown like the next few phases. Like here are the movies that are coming. You know what I mean? So
Right.
like it's obviously going to be one of those.
Right.
Yeah. What else?
The last thing I had, Joe,
Yes, sir.
did you see Transformers 1 yet?
I couldn't. I'm sorry. I had to work in Venom.
Okay.
You can review
It's-
it without.
Yeah, it's now digital. It's streaming.
Oh, it is.
So you can get it.
Okay.
Should be any time now.
Maybe tonight after this, I'll go watch it.
Holy shit, I loved that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I went in thinking, so Joe, we had talked about it looks like maybe it's kind of a kiddie movie,
Yeah.
like PG.
Right.
A little worried it was going to be dumb and not good. It
Preschool
was fucking
version of-
fantastic.
was it really?
They had shocking violence in it.
Oh, wow.
Because it's not people, it's robots.
Yeah.
So
Right.
there was a shocking amount of violence. The story was incredible. I
Wow.
fucking loved it.
Wow.
I could not believe how good that was.
Okay.
I was hoping it would be like, a 6, decent, because I just love
Yeah.
Transformers. It was like a 9 for me.
Wow.
I
Holy
loved
shit.
it.
I'm really
It
excited
was,
about
like
it.
Now-
it was like an 8.5 or a 9. I loved
I
it.
know you say there's some violence, but would you say it is more of a kids movie, or would you say it's more for adults? It's like for
it's-
example, like Into the Spider-Verse. That is still a kids movie, but it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
But like adults could also love it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's enough adult humor.
Yes. It does kind of open a little bit like it's more of a kid's movie, but it gets serious. It gets like MCU movie level serious.
Okay.
So it's kids can watch it and it's fine, but it's absolutely for adults too.
Okay. Nice.
Really,
But like
really good movie.
Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime, like how is that?
I didn't mind it.
Okay.
I didn't mind it.
Did they
I
ever
was-
get to like the point where he starts to talk? Yeah, I know I can't ask questions. All right, let me just watch it.
Just watch it.
and then we'll talk later.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
Does he see Megatron? He's like, oh, we know each other. He's a friend from work.
Nice. Nice.
That was when that trailer came out. That's when I randomly said it on like one of the podcasts, and I was like, oh, I guess I have a Hemsworth. I didn't know.
Yeah,
or
there
a
you
Thor
go.
impression.
No, it's sometimes there's just one word impressions that we have. I
Yeah.
love it.
There's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, they never. Made
I
that
am the
film.
last one.
Right. Exactly. Anything else?
Any other impressions? Let me think.
Yeah. What else you got?
Christopher. That's my James Gandolfini. Jesus Christopher. Jesus Christopher.
All right, I guess we can talk Venom, the last garbage Venom movie.
The last piece
have
of
to.
trash.
So real quick, when I was deciding like, okay, are we gonna do Venom because some fans were wanting it? I was like, all right, let me just straight up ask the fans. So I posted a poll on patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash.
Yep.
And I said, should we review Venom: The Last Dance? And I gave them 2 choices. I put no, Andrew needs his sanity, or yes, Andrew's misery makes me come. And
Those were really the choices.
those were the choices. Yeah.
well,
84% voted yes, Andrew's misery makes me come.
you made it very. It was a card win. You did a card win for your.
No, I thought they liked me. I don't know.
No, come on.
No, our fans love when we review bad movies.
Well, sure. It's
You
kind
know.
of our MO.
It is our thing.
Yeah.
That's how the original podcast started, obviously.
Sure.
I need to know something. So Rotten Tomatoes, we know we can't really trust Rotten Tomatoes, but
Right.
at least the audience score gives you some kind of temperature.
That's what
Some
I was looking at
gauge.
too.
It's at like 79%.
I know.
Are we missing something?
yeah.
Like what?
I haven't
What am
seen,
I missing?
I haven't seen anything on Twitter of anyone saying it's good. Like everyone has said it's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So like these don't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Do they buy that as well?
Yes.
We only bought half. All right. Well, then which one do you want to say? Let's say the fans liked it better. Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
I
fair
mean
enough.
that's more important, especially with a Venom movie. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, $51 million domestic box office, which is the lowest in franchise history.
Yeah.
It still made $124 million internationally for a total of $175
That's
million
crazy.
globally.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, look at IMDb. Made me tear up, 7 stars.
Yeah, those are fake.
7.
Tear up. Tears of joy when it ended.
Maybe.
Oh, I might have had some tears.
Well, Andrew, there's
watching
plenty
this.
of bad ones in here. 8 out of 10.
My favorite moment in the film is when Venom dies. I say, finally, fuck you, you piece of shit. It's like imposter Venom, just like Ben Affleck with his, I'm not really Bruce Wayne. I stole his identity. I hated this.
This guy says, Null is menacing. I look forward to seeing it. What?
All right, so let's
How do we even know he's menacing? We've
let's-
seen him for 2 scenes where he's
let's-
like, nah.
let's talk about Null.
Yeah.
I am Null. That's how the movie starts. I am Null. I immediately burst out laughing. There weren't many people in the theater, so I don't know how it made all this money.
Right. Yeah, I know.
But it just starts with I am Null and I'm trapped down here, and I'm like, oh, Rise of Skywalker.
oh, yeah.
It's just like the Emperor. Oh, I'm down. I'm in the basement. Someone get me out of this basement. It's just like, what the fuck?
So he's supposed to be like this massive, like Thanos level villain.
No, no,
Oh,
comics,
he's
right?
all powerful, I looked up. Like,
Yeah.
all powerful.
Oh,
Right.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Oh boy.
You know what it means in...
Wait, fuck. I don't know about that. Yeah.
You know what it means in Swedish? Fuck.
Shit.
Good.
No, it means fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does really?
It does, for sure.
Oh.
So my question is, because in an interview before the film came out, the director of this movie said Null isn't the main villain. So I ask, who is the main villain in this movie? Joe?
Venom.
The director.
The director, the writer. If your answer is random giant cockroaches,
But
I
Noel
guess
sent
that's
them.
the answer.
But Noel sent them.
Yeah.
So how are they not part of Noel? He sent them.
The director said he's not the main villain. Noel's barely in the movie. How is he the main villain?
I know, but I'm saying you can't even say the cockroaches because the cockroaches were sent by Noel.
There's no villain in the movie.
There's no villain. Just some
The
giant
fucking
cockroaches.
Marine?
Which explains why half the fucking movie is him going on a fucking road trip.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
dancing.
Half the movie? That's the whole
Huh.
movie. It's
What?
like 70% of the movie. Nothing happens in this movie.
My son said during the road trip scene, he was going to start making a snoring sound. So I would laugh. And when he went to look over before he did it, I was snoring.
Oh, my
He's like, were you
wife.
falling asleep during that? I was going to make a joke. I was like, I was passing out. It was
My
hard.
wife slept through this whole movie, and she loved the first two,
Right.
Because she doesn't really know Venom from the comics like I do, so she's not offended by all this shit. So like, she loved the first 2 movies. She slept through most of the movie.
Yeah.
I constantly was almost falling asleep, and then I kept I was like, I have to wake up and watch this because I have to review it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to sleep so bad.
I was eating popcorn to stay awake.
Yeah.
It wasn't even mine. It was on the floor.
Right.
I was
I
checking.
mean, what choice do you have?
I was checking my phone like every 10 minutes to see how much longer was
I know.
left. There was
Yeah.
a scene
It's
during
miserable.
There was a part during the hippie road trip scene where they're all singing and Eddie's like, "Why is this happening?" And I'm like, "Yes, I agree."
I was like,
Why
clearly
is this
something
happening?
has to happen right now. Like some sort of action scene. Maybe this is where you reveal that hippie lizard is really lizard or something.
Right.
Because
Oh,
what the
imagine.
fuck
Yeah.
is going on? You have Lizard from the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, which
Yeah.
they've always said, oh, maybe this is the same universe.
Right.
Clearly not.
No.
He's the Lizard. Then you also have the bad guy from the first Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
And he's just this Marine guy.
Right.
Yes.
It's just insane.
Well, he wasn't the bad guy in the first one, but yeah, the end credit scene, he kind of had like a bad moment.
sure.
And he became the bad guy. In the,
Right.
But yeah, like, how is he in this universe? I thought we were merging. Are we not MCU in this bitch?
Oh, please no.
No.
Please, God, no.
I'll say one nice thing about this movie.
No.
One.
It's over.
When the cockroaches would kill people, it was like a wood chipper thing and like blood
Yeah.
would just that was fun. That was the one
Oh,
fun thing
you
about
mean
the
the
movie.
cockroaches from Men in Black?
Yes.
Because that's what they were.
the Men in Black cockroaches.
It was like 99% the same as the Men in Black cockroach.
The lawn chipper.
Like, it looked
Cockroach.
exactly
They looked as silly as well.
They did.
30 years later.
Yeah. We also got Venom horse, Venom fish, Venom frog.
Why?
Which one was the worst?
I mean,
And then the credits was like every animal as Venom. In case
there's
you
a
cared.
Venom elephant.
Matthew saw the penguin. He's like, I couldn't get that. You know how much he loves penguins.
Right.
I couldn't get that in this film. Damn you.
And like the plot is so simple. It's just, they trapped Null and Venom has the codex inside of him the whole time. And who
then
cares?
The Codex?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how.
The codex?
Who are you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much we want to jump around right now. Can I jump?
Sure. You can.
Like,
Then why does he have the Codex?
I don't know. He's the chosen one.
What does that even mean? Sorry, Aaron, go.
And even the post credits thing where we see Null and he's like, "Well, now I'm awake." You were
What?
you were already awake.
Yeah, hold on. The whole movie.
You were trapped. Is the problem?
codex so I can escape. Sir, we couldn't get the codex. I'm going to escape. I thought the only way for
Yeah.
him to escape was the codex.
Yeah. He's
The codex is gone. Well, I'm just going to escape anyway.
He's been buried for 1,000,000 years.
Yeah.
And he needs this Codex.
Yes.
And he doesn't get it. Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll do it myself.
He's like-
Okay, Thanos.
He was like, I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Like, oh, no.
They're trying to make it.
Nope.
They're trying to make him Thanos. Like, oh, you failed. I guess I got to do it myself. Yeah.
But, yeah. Why didn't you do it yourself?
I mean, the movie just starts with Eddie coming back to the same bar from when he left with the bartender from Ted Lasso. Venom is life. Remember when he said that? and then Tom Hardy just makes a cocktail and it's like, hey, isn't this fun? And no, it's not fun.
Not for
Not
anyone.
fun at all. Everyone is the bartender in that scene, just confused about what you're watching.
They did the silly thing with Venom in the first movie, but the next two, they just like doubled, tripled down
Yeah.
on the Venom is a dum-dum.
Uh-huh.
It's way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
He's completely unitarded.
Unitard.
Also, the other Ted Lasso actress in this movie,
Yeah.
the blonde scientist,
Juno Temple.
Right.
yeah, the blonde scientist.
And
who,
I like her.
Like for half the movie, it's like, okay, so maybe she's the main villain because the whole movie, I'm wondering when's the main villain because
I thought it was going to be her, yeah.
You think it's obviously going to be the cop that they brought back to life. Like in the trailer, you're seeing he's up against the window. You're like, okay, he's clearly the bad guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And no, he
helps him
breaks
for
out
a second,
and then he
kind of.
dies.
And then he dies.
And then he just gets eaten. And you're like, okay, thanks for coming.
He gets wood chipped.
Yeah, wood chip. So I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna be the main villain because she clearly, like, in some scenes, you're like, oh, she wants to like fuck the symbiotes.
Yeah.
like she's sexually attracted
To the symbiotes.
symbiotes. So she's gonna get one and she's gonna be the main villain. No, she's just on Venom's side and
Yeah.
helps. And the scene where it's like, you get a symbiote, you get a symbiote, you get a symbiote.
And then they made it way too obvious when this actress Sadie or whatever, the other scientist, became Venom. Like they made it so obvious that she was going to be Venom at one point.
Why do you have a Christmas tree on your thing? And she's like, my mom. It's just like, okay, was that just to give her some sort of story?
And Matthew's like, they never paid that off.
Never paid any
They
of
like
that off.
zoomed in on it like it was the fucking gauntlet.
Was
and they
she
never paid it
hiding
off.
the symbiote on the tree? Was that it? Maybe? I don't know.
No, because then she went down and got it.
Yeah.
That's like they never made it clear. I don't even know.
And
There's
so
no
ma-
answer.
But I mean, like, way to oversaturate the fucking symbiotes where you're just
Yes.
giving the symbiotes to random characters that have
anybody.
no lines.
Yeah.
They keep doing this. They did it in Shazam. They all got powers. They did it in Thor 4, I think, where he gave all the kids
all the
power.
kids.
Thor
Yeah.
4.
You can't do that. And so many stupid decisions in this movie. Like Venom makes such a big deal about I can't fully bond with you or the giant cockroach is going to immediately show up and kill us.
Yeah.
And then he says, fuck it. I want to dance with this lady.
Yeah. That's it.
What? What?
Oh, you mean, I was like, oh, I guess they're going to fuck now? He's going to finally fuck Mrs. Chen after 3 movies of Will They, Won't They?
When Venom is Venom, they can see the Codex and they're coming for you.
Yeah.
It's worth dancing with Mrs. Chen or whatever, so and then it fucking happens like 30 seconds later.
Venom wanted to fuck.
No reason she needed to be in this movie.
Venom wanted to fuck, and for some reason the movie thought that we wanted
Venom to fuck.
Venom to fuck Mrs. Chen, an old Asian lady. Okay, so when we were reviewing Joker 2, I was like, after after Joker 2, you know, it bombed because no one wanted to see a musical for a superhero movie. Not that it's a superhero movie, but still, like, you know, a fucking comic book movie. No one wanted a musical. I was like, I wonder if they cut that scene from the trailer in Venom 3 where he's dancing with Mrs. Chen. Nope, they didn't cut it. 2 minutes of them dancing together.
Apparently, she was also Mrs. Chen in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, she has one little cameo in it.
So just to have like a little.
Yeah. There's one little cameo where they accidentally fall into that universe.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah.
So I've got a hypothetical.
That's right.
This movie was shit. Yes. If hypothetically you took all of that middle section of the movie, the hippie road trip, the dancing with Mrs. Chen, cut all of that out.
Yeah.
How much better does it make the movie?
Well, but then what? There's 20 minutes left. There's like 20 minutes left of the movie. It's like you don't even have a movie.
It's like half.
You don't
the
even have a movie
maybe.
after that.
Half the movie, maybe.
The whole movie's traveling, then it's not until the final fight scene.
Well, that's why it's a hypothetical. How much better would it get if you cut out all of the?
I didn't like any of
Nothing.
this. I didn't like any of this movie. Yeah, the road trip was the worst stuff, for sure. But I didn't like any of this. At the end, when like Venom is gonna kill himself and you're supposed to be sad and you're supposed to be crying, and it does not take much for me to get emotional in a movie. As long as I'm enjoying it and I like the characters, I was smiling ear to ear when Venom was dying. I was so happy that it's finally over. And I wish Tom Hardy would have been in there to fucking die with him.
But you know that means nothing.
What?
Like a character dying in a movie like this.
No, sure, but I'm
Yeah.
just glad it's over. I mean, they said this is the final Venom movie.
Oh, sure.
You know, like it doesn't seem like Tom Hardy's gonna come back for another one. At least I hope not. But I was just like, okay, he's dead. Good. Die, you piece of shit.
And they haven't even, you know, what's funny is that you don't even want to see this Venom in an MCU
Of course not.
appearance
No.
and cameo.
Yeah,
No.
like
And
if,
we love Tom Hardy. We love Tom Hardy.
love
He's this
Tom Hardy.
amazing actor. And I'm like, if he appeared, I wouldn't pop for it if I was in the theater. I'd be like, oh, they brought this Venom in.
is this the symbiote you want to see jump on Tom Holland?
Right.
No.
And I don't want Venom to have his own fucking personality. It's a symbiote because you need to be together to be one.
Yeah.
He's not like, he can't just pop his head on and be like, Eddie, what should we do? Like, what?
The Venom
Then you're not a
symbiote,
symbiote.
the Venom symbiote corrupts you. Like it corrupts you, you know, just like it did with Spider-Man. It does the same with Eddie Brock, but it's not a complete separate and like personality. And yeah, he doesn't talk to it. Like he doesn't come out and they don't have conversations. Like they have it in their head, sure, but like, yeah, that's where they completely fucked
And then
it up.
they had that emotional scene at the end where it's like they're trying to play the music and play all the different scenes to try and be like the tearjerker moment, but they're playing this dumbass song that's just like, what is happening? What is
Yeah.
this? I don't feel bad at all.
Right. And the Statue of Liberty of all monuments, like it's like the main monument. Oh, we got to see the Statue of Liberty, Eddie. And then he goes and sees it at the
I'm
end.
going to hide from everyone.
cares?
Where should I go? What's the city where you can hide? No one sees anything. Oh, New York. What? He's saying
Also,
like
I-
Iowa or something.
yeah.
That would make sense.
I love
but
how the movie starts and he's in Mexico and Mexico is broadcasting the San Francisco local news.
Yes.
And
That's
the
right.
breaking news, Eddie Brock is still at large.
From San Francisco.
That's the main story. On
In
the San
Mexico.
Yeah, in
because
Mexico.
they care.
For the San Francisco. Breaking news, guys. Eddie Brock is still at large. Yep. He's still at large. We're still looking for him. Anything? No, nothing? All right, back to you.
But, like,
where am I?
Hasn't everyone seen Venom in this world?
Yeah.
Don't they
you
know
think.
what Venom is?
Probably.
Why wouldn't they say him and his Venom?
Yeah.
It's like just Eddie.
So the whole first movie is about how the symbiote can't bond with everybody. Like lots of people die
Yeah.
trying to bond with this. And then when it gets to the big everybody gets a symbiote scene, everybody gets a symbiote. And everybody uses it just fine.
Let me ask you this. Is the blonde scientist like in the comics at all? Or is this a new character they created for this movie?
I was kind of leaning on you for this because you're the Spider.
Well, but I don't. But see, once it
was
gets
never
to
in the
once it
comics,
gets to Venom, and then there's an infinite amount of symbiotes. I don't know anything about that shit.
Right.
So now I want to know, Dr. Teddy, because then I
Payne.
have a very curious question. If this is a completely new character,
Go ahead.
I was curious because of what happens at the end.
is
Like-
she in the comics? Is she in the comics? Because I feel like it's just a new character. A gender bent incarnation of Dr. Payne. Does that mean they changed the gender?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a Thaddeus Payne. Okay. Was he also struck by lightning? Because, like, there was that plot point where she was struck by lightning as a kid.
Right.
And it's like, okay, first of all, why do I care about any of these side characters?
Did you think that was Eddie when you first saw that scene? I was like, oh, he has a sister.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm like, oh,
Right.
he has a sister and maybe something happened.
No, I didn't think this movie was clever enough to do something like that. But no, then she gets one of the symbiotes and she turns into the Flash. Because she was struck by lightning and she gets a symbiote. Now she's super fast.
Okay.
That was also one of the worst
Right.
moments in
That's
the
right.
movie. She becomes the Flash.
Yeah.
And it's like a reddish pink. And it's just like, wow. Oh, they're just going with the Flash. That's what they're doing here.
Yeah, it was rough.
Also, 3 movies. And Venom never gets his symbol.
Really? You never.
That alone is a
That's
crime.
Is a crime.
You never pay that off.
Never gets the Venom symbol.
That's
So he
true.
always just looks like just this giant creature that to me doesn't even look like Venom.
He's like, oh God, he's like the Dolph Lundgren Punisher.
We still have not, we've had Venom in 4 movies, because 3 of these, Spider-Man 3, and they've all looked like shit, and they've all been shit. At least in Spider-Man 3, they got the story right. You know, Topher Grace sucked. The CGI Venom looked like shit, but they got the story right.
Yeah.
My God. Post credits, Null is still coming, but where is he going? Where? Are they making any more of these movies? Craven comes out in a couple of months. God
Oh
help.
my God.
Yeah,
God
this-
help us.
Yeah, this isn't ending because Craven's coming out. They're still
but that's
doing,
gonna bomb.
They're still doing these villain leading the movie movies.
Okay, but Morbius bombed, Madam Web bombed, Craven will bomb. That is a guarantee.
Yeah.
The only ones that aren't bombing are the Venom movies, just because it's Venom. Why the fuck would you make a Craven movie? No one wants a Craven movie.
No.
If you made a Spider-Man movie and Craven's the main villain, okay, sure.
Yes.
But Craven's not even one of the top Spider-Man villains of all time.
No.
I'd love to see Craven hunting Tom Holland, but not
Yeah.
a Craven movie.
Where he's the good guy.
No.
Are any of these guys in the same universe? Do we know? Like, is Morbius and
Yes.
Venom?
Yes.
These are all the same universe.
Yes.
Confirmed?
And Craven. Yeah, it's the
And
Sony.
Craven.
It's the Sony.
I know,
universe.
but are these standalone movie series or are
No,
they?
they're all supposed to combine eventually, but I don't think it's going to happen. They've all
No.
been bombs,
Well,
except for Venom.
Except for Venom, just because it's Venom.
Remember, at the end of, well, not that you saw it, but you've heard of this. At the end of Morbius, there's the post-credit scene
Yeah.
where Michael Keaton's Vulture shows up
Right.
and says the worst line of dialogue that's ever been written. I'm not sure where I got here. Has to do with Spider-Man, I think. I'm still figuring this place out, but I feel like me and you could team up and do some good. That's it. That's someone that wrote that in 10 seconds and they never decided to fix it.
Yep.
Let's improve this dialogue a bit. Not sure how I got here. Oh, well, I already have all my Vulture shit somehow. Yeah,
And he's
let's
in
do
jail,
this. He
right?
was in jail.
And in jail.
Yeah.
He got here. No one knows who he is or what he is. Hey, get in jail, you.
Yeah.
We don't know you.
I'm surprised he didn't just say temporary line of dialogue. We'll fill in later.
No, he was in jail, but
That's
then
funny.
when he switched universes, he was no longer in jail.
Yeah.
But then he somehow got his Vulture shit. Oh, anyways, none of this was going to pay off because they can't keep making these movies.
No.
You know? It's garbage. Oh, and then the other post-credit scene, we see the bartender like running out, and it's like, again, who cares?
I waited
Why do
around
we
for
care
this.
about this bartender?
Yeah.
It's all these weird side characters. Also, like, going back to the fucking hippie, was he the main character of this movie?
Maybe.
Because I feel like Tom Hardy was also, like, barely in this movie. The hippie is so... Every time
So
it's
prominent.
like, this is the last time you're going to see me. Oh, I'm back. Okay, saved you. Now you can go. Oh, I'm back again. It's like, what is
Horrible.
going on with all these side characters that no one cares about?
Yeah.
And at the very end, the bartender runs away. Okay, we have to see the bartender again. And then there's a little piece of symbiote left, and it goes on a cockroach.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry. That's it.
That's it. Thanks for that post-credit scene.
But it's not the Venom symbiote. It's just a symbiote, right?
Who
Oh,
knows?
who knows? I would guess it's probably Venom.
Who
Not
knows?
not that it matters or
Who
anything,
cares?
but
The Bears.
I felt like the credits were like 20 minutes long. I was like, good Lord, how much longer?
Matthew and I knew
how
there
many
was
people made this shit
another
movie.
credit, and after like halfway through watching the credits, we're like, let's not waste another 10 minutes of our life, and we just walked out. We didn't even see that
So
final
you looked it up
scene.
on YouTube or
Yeah.
what? Yeah, of course. You can just do that. Sure. Yeah, no. Anything else to say about this? Anyone have anything?
There's nothing to say about this.
yeah.
Awful. Sometimes I think Hollywood makes these movies because they're trying to like tell us something. Like this is bad because this is what it really is. This is real life. We gotta warn them that the symbiotes are real. So we gotta make these movies. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad. We just gotta let people know when a symbiote appears, they're gonna be like, holy fuck, they're gonna go, oh yeah, like the Venom movie.
And he's gonna go.
We must make a cocktail. Eddie, we must fuck. Mrs. Chen, give me chocolate.
Just remember, guys, when they come, give them chocolate or chickens, and you'll be fine. That was another thing about originally Venom. Like the original symbiote Venom was not obsessed with eating people. Like
Yeah.
that was something that was added much later.
Right.
Like he wasn't just obsessed with eating. I never liked that version, to be fair. Like I like the original better. So that's another thing about that where he just constantly needs to eat.
Yep.
But all right, let's give our ratings.
Oh man.
As a movie, first as a movie,
I can't imagine higher than one. I just don't see it.
one's the lowest.
Yeah.
So I would say one.
I can't say more than one.
I would say one.
Horrible.
Aaron?
I'll go. I mean, you have to leave room for like
the
the
optimist.
Madam Webs
Sure.
of the world. So
This
I'll
is
go
like-
like
It's on that level
Hold
though.
on a second.
I'll
Hold on.
go
At least
like
there's hot chicks in that movie.
All right, go ahead. Say it.
2.
Okay, 2. I would rather watch Madam Web.
Me too.
Because we could
least
laugh.
there's hot chicks.
We laughed and made fun of that movie the whole time we watched it. It was
is a good
so
point.
bad that it was enjoyable to watch.
Aaron.
If we watched this together, we would just be like sitting miserable, not even talking.
Tits, Aaron. Tits.
That's a very good point. I'm changing it to a 1.
There you go.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right, fair
that's
enough.
a very good point.
You could at least have fun with friends like we did when we watched Madam Web. If we watched this together, I don't think we would have much fun at all.
Nope.
So 1 is a movie.
Yeah.
As a Venom movie,
1.
negative
It's
1,000.
gotta be negative because it's just the worst thing ever.
If 1's the lowest, it's a 1 as well.
yeah.
I mean, making
Just bad.
making a boring and a dumb Venom movie. He
doesn't
when
do-
everybody wants Venom.
He doesn't do anything.
How about this? As a Spider-Man movie,
Yeah, a 1.
it's a 1.
If that's the lowest we can go. The lowest we can go.
As a Ted Lasso appearance movie,
Sci-fi offshoot.
it's a 3.
3?
It's a 3.
It's a 3. Yeah, you got 2 in there. Sure. Why are they making another Ted Lasso season? Whatever.
Venom is life.
Venom is life. Yeah, it's a shit life right now.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
All the main characters were British. I don't know if but playing Americans.
Yep.
That's always fun.
That was a line in Deadpool and Wolverine when he tells Cassandra, when he meets Cassandra, he's like, "Look, you're not gonna like this. There's another British villain," and it's great. Yeah. All right, let's do some fan questions.
All right.
Pop Culture Junkie says, "Fuck the Sonyverse.
Oh,
yeah.
Not even wasting my time on the third one. I've asked this in previous years, but maybe your answers have changed. What's your top must-watch movie every Halloween season? Also, Pushfire Berry horror franchises, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween." So that's a few answers. There are a few questions.
All right, let's go one at a time. First question.
Your must-watch Halloween or must-watch movie during Halloween season?
For so many people, for so many women, it's Hocus Pocus. I've heard
All
that
right.
from so many women that it's like a ritual to watch it with their kids. Hocus Pocus.
For me, it's
never seen it.
The '90s Addams Family.
Okay, yeah, sure,
I mean, I would probably say Beetlejuice.
sure. That sounds great.
That's a good answer too.
But you could also watch Beetlejuice whenever, but
Yeah.
I would probably say Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Pushfire Berry, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, or Halloween.
I mean, I think you push Elm Street because it's so ridiculous and so entertaining.
I think Friday the 13th for me, buried Elm Street, and then Halloween's the worst for me out of all.
Fuck
of them.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the least exciting.
Yeah.
I agree.
Bill Capri, Venom dancing and revealing the codex, but not helping Eddie when he got kicked off the plane is annoying me a bit too much. Also, wouldn't there be multiple codexes if we were to believe Venom is one of thousands of symbiotes that could have died with their hosts? Yeah, don't try to make too much sense. There's no
Chill
sense
out.
to
Yeah,
be made
calm down.
in this movie. It's just all
Calm
bad.
down.
Silos, I enjoyed this movie. It was mindless fun like most movies out there. Who's a better character, Bane or Venom? And you must include all forms of media. Well, there's one person that liked the movie. I don't know how or why, but...
And now Andrew is offended and pissed.
Well, of course.
Bane
or Venom? I mean, if you're including all these Venom movies, then Bane.
Yeah.
At least they did Bane right once.
Right.
Although they did Bane wrong once in Batman and Robin.
I'll give one other kind of fun thing in this movie. Sometimes when he's doing the Venom voice, little bits of Bane kind of bleed through in that.
Sure, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. When I walked out of the theater, again, I was like, the Spider-Man 2 video game came out a year ago, and that's all about Venom. And it's a new story. It's where Harry Osborn gets the Venom symbiote. And it's so much... It's like a really great story. It's like, how did they make better movies in the video game than the fucking movie? That's what blows my fucking mind.
Blows me.
Angelo, the Venom movies are a result of Sony enforcing Bring Your Child to Work Day. Every day for the last 5 years, the children have become head writers. Maybe
that could explain this.
Yeah. Amir, was I the only one who hoped we would get a little bit of Spider-Man at the end when he was in New York? I mean, a lot of people expected it.
That's kind of part of why I agreed to watch this movie. Was
100%. That's what I was trying to say
There's going to be
earlier.
a post credits with Holland or
Just
something.
something.
Yeah.
Holland's already said yes to Spider-Man 4. Why not just... And again, you don't have to get Tom to shoot it. You can just have Spider-Man digitally just do something.
I honestly thought they were going to go back to the bar to show that you know what I mean? I thought they were going to do something like that.
Something.
Right. Joey Cage, so we're getting a part 4, right? No. Also, was it just me, or did it feel short and was just a filler movie like Kong and Godzilla? Also, fuck the hippies in the movie. I thought Null was going to possess them or something, but nope, nothing happened in this movie.
No, this felt very long to me.
It was under 2 hours. It felt like 4.
Yes, it did.
I slept like it was 4.
Yeah. Lil Donnie's Choo Choo Train said Null seemed like he was in the wrong movie and he was supposed to be in Mortal Kombat. That's fair. He also said postpone the review until stupid idiot Josh gets back. Yeah, it was too scary for him.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have time to see it. I have a feeling he's going to love this dog shit of a movie. The film was so intolerable. The editing was so bad. Just cut scene after scene after scene. I wanted to walk out during the behind the bar scene where he's making cocktails, but it was literally 5 minutes, 5 minutes into the movie. So I fell asleep instead. This movie was offensive to me. Go fuck yourself, Venom.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's good.
Ronnie Screamer, realistically, how many minutes into the film did you think, why the hell am I doing this to myself again? I couldn't finish. Let there be carnage, so props to you. I can tell you, the first scene. I am Null. That's when I was like, oh my God, this is going to be fucking horrible.
Garbage.
Yeah, literally the first couple of seconds. I don't know about you guys.
It was the bar scene for me. Also.
And that was Andy Serkis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uncredited?
And what the fuck? Where's Norman Reedus? What about that? We all heard Norman Reedus was going to be in this movie.
I figured it was him, and when he lifted his head, I was like, I don't know why they casted him. It doesn't sound like him, but okay, let's see.
No, that was Noel was like full CGI, right?
Yeah,
that wasn't a real person.
But I guess
That was
Andy Serkis did the voice.
The voice, yeah.
Jeez.
Joseph Reiling, y'all are doing the Lord's work. Thank you. Bobby the Mark Soydam. Well, at least it wasn't worse than Joker 2, right? Yeah, it was way worse than Joker 2. Way worse. Yeah.
I mean,
Joker
in terms
2
of-
is upsetting, and it's a letdown because the first one was so good. But no, this is worse.
What's
I mean, in terms of pain, they were both
I
painful.
wouldn't want to watch either again.
They were
but-
both painful. It's like pour acid on one leg and burn your other leg with a match. They're both painful.
Is there anything coming out anytime soon that like we're anticipating?
There's Gladiator 2, but I'm not really...
When is that?
Like in a week or two.
Well, I mean, we have to see it.
There's like... No, we don't. There's Sonic 3. I don't know. There's Craven. No. If we do Craven, I'll just say this right now.
Red one, no.
If we do Craven, we'll wait till it gets like released digitally because it'll if it's coming out in December, it'll be released digitally in fucking
The next
January.
day.
Yeah. So we don't have to see that in theaters.
I thought you liked the first two Sonic movies.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
But so
No, this one looks fun, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if it goes along with us reviewing shit movies anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or at least when we do like old movies and it's, nostalgia based, I guess. But yeah, that is all for fan questions. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Again, we're currently doing the Mr. McMahon Netflix docuseries. That's been a lot of fun. And we've got other things cooking there. So we'll see you for the next podcast. Thankfully, it will have nothing to do with Venom.
No.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Eddie, we must kill ourselves.